Good afternoon. The snow has started over the Black Hills and will push into central and eastern KELOLAND overnight. Light snow showers, 24 are low in Sioux Falls. Fog possible in 19 in Aberdeen. Fog possible in Pierre and 20, a windy 20 in Rapid City. Light snow showers will continue through the day tomorrow. 32 are high in Sioux Falls, 29 in Aberdeen, breezy in 32 in Pierre, breezy and 38 in Rapid City. We get a break on Sunday before significant snowfall possible in southeastern KELOLAND on Monday. We'll take a closer look coming up. KELOLAND's First at 4 starts right now.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group. KELOLAND News, First at 4.
Just ahead, we have an update on the B-1 bomber crash at Ellsworth Air Force Base.
Plus, 3 years since the attack on the U.S. Capitol. President Joe Biden's remarks coming up.
And SDSU fans are headed to Frisco. We're going to hear from at least one of the fans traveling on the KELOLAND Fanfare bus. That's coming up. Good afternoon, and thanks for tuning in to First at 4. I'm Don Jorgensen.
And I'm Kelly Volk. 4 crew members on an Air Force B-1B Lancer were able to safely eject when the bomber crashed while attempting to land at Ellsworth Air Force Base last night.
3 of the air crew members were treated on base for minor injuries and released. The 28th Bomb Wing Public Affairs Office says that 1 airman is currently being treated at a local hospital for non-life-threatening injuries. KELOLAND's Tyler Louder is taking a closer look at the crash, and we'll have a report coming up tonight on KELOLAND News at 6. Ellsworth's B-1s have been involved in multiple crashes since the bombers first came to South Dakota in 1988. The most serious crash occurred in 1997 when all 4 crew members died during a training flight in southeast Montana. We'll look back on that tragedy and other B-1 crashes coming up tonight at 5.
Authorities in Minnesota are investigating a shooting in Lake Benton. Authorities were called to a home yesterday afternoon. Emergency responders found a woman dead, along with a man who was injured. The man was taken to the hospital in Tyler, where he later died. Authorities recovered a firearm at the scene. Officials say there's no threat to the public. Autopsies are planned to determine the exact causes and manners of death. Rapid City police are investigating a casino robbery. Authorities say a man walked into a casino on Jackson Boulevard just before 2 o'clock this morning. Police say the man showed a knife and took money from an employee. Witnesses describe the man as Native American, 6 feet tall, and wearing a black sweatshirt and light-colored bandana over his face. You should call police if you have any information.
All right, let's get to our weather forecast. Been a cloudy day again.
But we're kind of stuck in a gloomy pattern.
A little bit. Megan?
Well, Don and Kelly, out of those clouds, we could start seeing a few snowflakes later on this evening and overnight tonight, at least here in Sioux Falls. The snow has already started over the Black Hills. Right now, 34 degrees in Sioux Falls, a south wind at 13 miles an hour. And there's the snow coming down at Terry Peak, but it is not slowing down this activity. Right now, 28 degrees, north wind at 9 miles an hour. Our temperatures are slightly above normal as we head through this afternoon. Right now, 32 in Yankton, 32 in Watertown, 38 in Rapid City, and 36 in Pine Ridge. We did have that south breeze here in eastern KELOLAND, bringing in some warmer air, but that is starting to switch to be from the northwest in western South Dakota, and that will bring in some colder air. We could also see a few flurries as we head through this afternoon, or very light snow showers. The heavier snowfall is possible over the northern Black Hills, where we do have a winter weather advisory posted in blue there for this afternoon through tomorrow morning. 2 to 4 inches of snow possible, and those wind gusts up to 40 miles an hour are going to start picking up as we head through the later parts of your evening and overnight. There is a winter storm watch posted in those counties in yellow for southeastern KELOLAND. That could include Sioux Falls to see that heavier snowfall Sunday evening through Monday night. So for tonight, thick cloud cover. We could have some fog redevelop. Snow showers will move from west to east. 24 in Sioux Falls, 19 the low in Aberdeen, 20 in Pierre, and a windy 20 in Rapid City. And those snow showers will continue into the early parts of the day tomorrow in eastern KELOLAND with a high near 32 Sioux Falls, 29 Aberdeen, a breezy 32 in Pierre, and a breezy 38 in Rapid City. And I mentioned we could see some significant snowfall coming Monday in southeastern KELOLAND. We'll take a closer look at that in just a little bit.
Thanks, Megan. Well, this week we've been talking about snow to the south of us and how it could affect some traveling to Texas for 2 big college football championship games. Well, here's what it looks like in Wichita, Kansas. That doesn't look very fun. Nope. A second, stronger winter storm is scheduled to arrive on Monday. The weather isn't stopping Jackrabbit fans from making their way to Frisco. We caught up with a group of fans during their road trip south.
I'm really excited to get down there and watch them hopefully bring home a second one.
Coming up tonight on KELOLAND News, find out why one couple has 2 reasons to cheer at the game on Sunday. Well, the KELOLAND fanfare buses also took off for Frisco this morning. Jackrabbit fans arrived early and were excited to get on the road. The 4-day trip travels through 6 states to cheer on SDSU. The trip appealed to people for a variety of different reasons.
Because we don't like driving in big cities, and just for the being together with other Jack fans.
Tonight we'll talk with more fans about their excitement for the trip and how a father who was on the trip last year decided to make it even more memorable this year.
Well, the first day of activities have come to a close down in Frisco, and that is where we find KELOLAND Sports Director Grant Sweeter with more on the SDSU football team. Good afternoon, Grant.
Don, Friday was slated to be one of the busier days of the weekend as both SDSU and Montana spoke with the media as media day. The day began at 9 a.m. when SDSU took their team photo. Coach Jimmy Rogers and 8 select players spoke to the media next before going to their practice. Montana had the exact same schedule. The Grizzlies took their team photo at 12:15 p.m. and then they spoke with the media as well. Along with previewing Sunday's big game, the 2 squads agreed that their time in Frisco is being well utilized.
Frisco does a great job, and it's just so much fun, I think, because it just gives you more time to hang out with your teammates and, be around all the people, because we're here for a little bit longer than a normal road trip.
We're a tight group, so it's been great. We got to go to one of our teammates has a ranch nearby, and we got to go there last night for a little barbecue, and it was great.
Well, the 2 teams are still enjoying their time in Frisco, obviously, but they're also preparing for the championship game, which is now less than 2 days away. Reporting live in Frisco, Texas, Grant Sweeter, KELOLAND Sports.
All right, thanks a lot, Grant. And we're going to continue our live team coverage today and into the weekend, talking with players, coaches, and fans ahead of the big game. We'll have another live report from Frisco in the next half hour.